Okay, so today we're doing the unicorn. And I know if you're a boy in the class and you're like, I don't want to paint a unicorn. Guess what's in just a little while is Mother's Day. You can give it to grandma or sister whose birthday is coming up. Summer birthday. They would cry if you made them something. Okay, so still do your best. And be more interested in the skills that we are doing. Like, look at this cool shadowing, fading thing in the, right? And the making new colors, all that's fabulous, right? So think about the skills we're building. If you're like, I'm not excited about the subject, still enjoy the ideas that we get from painting that you use later when you paint your own thing, okay? Remember, there's skills first, then applied skills where you make the decisions is called art. Okay, so we're gonna do the unicorn, and we actually paint the unicorn's neck and face first because we need our paintbrush clean and white. If we did the background first like we normally do, there'd be all this, a little bit of, even if we washed it, there'd be a little bit of turquoise in there, and she had turquoise in it. Right? So we go, oh, okay, then I'm and who remembers that we get the painting wet first with white paint, then we add the shadow? Who remembers that? We've done that a couple times, or add the color. And we're worried about shape, color, and texture. So the shape, I drew it, whatever. So no shape. But the color is going to have 3 values: dark, medium, light. Like if you look at my gray, I have a dark area closest to the back of her neck, and then I tried to make medium where I start to run out, and then it turns into the lightest mist, right? Like here, dark, and then I went up, 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 less, 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 ran out. Okay, that's what, and oh, how about dark, medium, light? This was the funnest. Dark, medium, light in the hair. So I put the color, and then I streak the color. And I try to touch it as little as possible, because if I keep flicking it for the shape of it, I end up, because you want it to curve a little, I end up with purple. So I try not to. See, here's 2 that I do, right? This is me, and this is me. What? Look at the hair difference. I don't know. Well, was I in a different mood? I used more white in one. One was more fluffy, sticking up. One was laying down flat. I don't know. And then even the shadowing on my horses, totally, I don't know. Every time I do it, it's different. Okay, so we're going to paint the horse first. Oh, I meant to do this in Sharpie. So it'll be, oh, it is in Sharpie. Okay, can you see that okay? You can see it? All right. So we're going to paint the neck first. Oh, and Xander, I worry about your sweatshirt. Right? To push up your sweatshirt, any little speck of paint is permanent. I don't know how. I haven't touched any paint, but there's already paint on me. Okay? So we're going to paint his neck white. We outline her neck. And then we're going to put like a backward C, pretending like this jawline goes woo, like that. Like that, so I can have this neck shape. Okay, so I get where's my white paint? White. Pop. Mine tipped over. Okay, and we're gonna outline it. Who remembers how to outline with paint? Right? You get paint, and then smash, and then we actually paint with that one hair as we push our paint. One hair touches the pencil. No scribbly, no wigglies. That'll make a furry horse, and her neck will stick at what? So I'm going to stab my white paint like I'm mad, because I need a lot, and I have far to go. This big one, because it's a large area, right? And it will push and shove the paint really good. So I'm going to stab my white. Stab. Okay. Okay, then I need to get, okay. So I'm going to be next to the pencil and smash. And then I can sneak up. Now I'm touching. Now I can push and ride the roller coaster. I'm kind of erasing my pencil. And then that's as far as I got. and then it got all dry at the bottom. So should I scribble and try to get more paint out of the paintbrush? No. Just poke your paint. Poke. More paint. And then I land next to, I open my paintbrush, smash, and then I sneak up again, and then, and this is practice right now. Practice for outlining the horse with the turquoise. So if we get really good at staring at that one line and making a smooth line, I'm not even in camera. If I go smash, like that, smooth, I know when I try to do my horse, when I outline the horse with turquoise, I'll be smooth. It's just a practice, right? Then what about the front of her neck? We're inside the neck, right? So I stab the white to paint the neck. Stab. Okay. Now it's just this inside, but I have to land inside her neck because her whole neck is white. Smash. And then I sneak up. Oh, I'm touching. Push. I did it. Whoop. Oh, it landed on the floor. That isn't good thing. I have a tarp down there. A drop cloth. See, that makes sense, huh? And what did we scribble? We're not scribbling. How come? Because we are trying to make a nice smooth line. Practice for when we have to outline the horse with turquoise. Right? Okay. Now I'm going to stab my white stab. And I need to do the back of her neck is actually the back of her face. So this little curve right here, pretend like it's the bottom of a sideways, it's like a backward C. But like this, I go, because from her ear to her jaw is like a C, right? Because that is the back of her face, because her face is attached to her neck. Does that make sense? So I went from the ear to the jaw, from the jaw to the ear, whichever one is comfy for you. Backward C. Sweet. And then what do? We need the whole net wet with white paint so we can add gray. So it's a lot. So I just stab my white and I go, all right. And I'm just going to smushy smashy and shove it around and try not to have any dry parts in my neck. I want them all shiny. But, and texture matters. So do I go side to side this way? No. Which way would her fur go? So I'm smooth. But this is what I always do. I stop above I don't want to hit the easel for some reason. So I always stop. You got to paint the bottom too, even if you get the easel wet. So I'm just going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. And if it feels dry, stab, more paint, smoothie, smushy, smashy. See, I didn't paint the bottom again, told you. So I got to go get the paint down there, get the paint there. Oh, I did a terrible job. There's tons of dry spots on mine. Okay, let me get more and fix it. Wait. Okay, that spot. I'm using the light overhead to find the dry, and that's dry, not shiny. Okay. And it doesn't care if it's lumpy. I care that it's wet because I'm going to smooth it when I put the gray once we decorate it. So if there's a lump of white paint, I just need it all tiny. Good job. Remember, there's those of us that are fast and those of us that are slow. The fast people get done first and then start messing around and get in trouble, right? Just the kind of brains we got. Okay, now I get gray. Why do we need gray? She's a white horse. Well, if she was just going to be a white horse, why would we even bother painting it white on white? Because we would like to add some shadow. And what I'm going to root for is this. So it's darkest next to her neck, and then each stripe goes less gray, less gray, less gray. Then I put a blob right here where her muscle is. And then I go, it's very dark gray. But then I soften the sides. I touch the sides and tell her to calm down. And then I put just a little bit on the front of her neck. And then back it up, back it up, back it up. Oh, look, I didn't overlap my stripes. Oh, use spaces. Okay, so I'm going to get my gray. And I just need one poke, kind of a good poke, because we're going to do all 3 lines real quick. But I just stab it like poke, not hard. Like I just go poke, and it's definitely poke on the end, you know. Okay, pokey. Okay, and I'm gonna put it not like it's near the very back of her neck, and I just drop it off like it's a booger, and I want it off my paintbrush. I just go whee. Okay. And don't add more. We're gonna rub it in. Right? We're just dropping it off for right now. Okay, pause, because we need what's left in your paintbrush. Stop, Lauren. Okay, now I have a little bit, and I'm just going to, where's his muscle? It's the same big muscle I have right here for a shadow. So go, okay, down the middle. It's actually curved a little bit because he's bending his neck, so it has a little curve to it. And then whatever's left, wipe it off on the front of his neck. Yeah, no. Okay, now we have to shadow. Okay, so that is not the color we're going to be doing. We're going to mix it into the white and try to tell it to calm down. Okay, and make it a softer gray. So watch me, Lauren. You're going fast. Okay, I'm going to smash it in from the, I keep it 1 paintbrush big, but I smash this gray on the back of her neck. And I'm actually crushing it into my paintbrush too. Smush, smash, smush. I'm smoothing. Okay, and it's in my paintbrush now on both sides. I went down and pulled up. Nice. Do it, Cadence. Smash in your gray. Smash in the gray. Tell the gray on her neck to calm down. Smash it in like this. Okay, now do you see it get softer? But you know what? It's not soft enough. You know what's in your paintbrush right now? Baby gray. Question?
Are we supposed to use white?
Yeah, we're not using any color. We're crushing the gray paint into the white we already put to make baby gray. Now inside my paintbrush is just like some soft, invisible gray. I'm going to go in, I'm touching the gray, but only the front of the gray to try to make blurry gray. So I just go, softer. It is softer. It's very invisible, like mist, like invisible gray. So I have darkest in the back, medium where it started to run off, and the last row is like invisible. And I give it permission to be blurry. Like I keep going into the white, further away from the white, deeper into the white, and it turns into nothing. And that's the moment. Now, what about this muscle? Well, we have to just crush it in, right, and make this color. So 1 paintbrush big, I just go smash. Oh, there it changed. Okay. But it just looks like a stripe, and I don't love it. You know what we could do? With the new baby gray that's in our paintbrush, can we touch both sides of, not the middle, I like the middle, but can we touch the sides of it and try to make blurry gray on that side and blurry gray on this side, just with the teensy bit of gray left in our paintbrush? So I might go, okay, just the edge. I just want to touch the side of this paint, tell it to be furrier. Oh, wait, mine's not going. Go away. Okay, there. I had to set it down. I was looking at it at an angle. That was crazy. Oh, and I have to touch the bottom of the painting, which I always forget to do. Okay, now I look at this perfect front. It's like perfectly straight. Ew. So I'm going to turn her into fuzz. So I just touch the front of it. Blur. Oh, look at the invisible gray that showed up. I'm not touching the middle of it. I like it dark there. But the front of it should be blurry and invisible. So it's not a flag. It's not an object. I always get the edges and try to make furry on the edges and furry on this edge. But I don't really touch the middle. I'm good with the middle. I like the color. Now, what about the front of her neck? Well, there she sits. Well, that's fine. But you know who doesn't need to be all perfectly straight? The back of it. So I'm just going to scribble the back of it and try just the back of it and try to make misty gray. Misty. Now I have dark in the front, and then it got less till it's invisible. And gray does darken when she dries because mostly the white disappears. You know what we could do? Everybody look right here where your neck muscle wants to reach up to the other shadow. Let's go like this and just kind of blur it up here. Tell it to calm down up here. It's trying to attach and we weren't letting it. Just blur the top of that there. There. Okay, check for 3D. Do you have dark areas? Do you have medium areas? Do you have invisible, blurry mist areas? Right? Giving your paintbrush permission to run out of paint is that moment. Where you just go, oh, then I get further away each time and it turns into nothing. Perfect. And then, ooh, look how much gray. I'm just leaving it there because you know why? I really dig dark, medium, light. And usually I don't get a piece that dark, so I'm leaving it. And then it got lighter, farther away, and then it just became white. Awesome. Okay, and I drew her eye, her nose, and her mouth with black Sharpie because black Sharpie is really hard to get rid of. It would be like a mistake, right? But we can paint right over his eyes, nose, and mouth, knowing that it will still show through, right? So like, oh, don't even worry about it. So we're going to get our white paint again. Stop! But we have to outline the face. But we keep our paintbrush inside the unicorn's face and sneak up like that. And I go, oh, I just ride the roller coaster. So I'm going to go smash. And then I sneak up. Oh, there's the forehead. And push. Oh, I don't have enough paint. That didn't even last a minute. Okay, need a step more. Okay, and then go, Oh, this is the heart. I hit going straight, and then I have to turn the corner on the nose. Okay, I'm scared. And turn. Well, I guess that's just like a letter B. That's not that hard. Okay. There. And I kind of already painted the jaw, but you know what? It's dry already. So I have to paint over this jaw. Right? It has to be wet or the magic doesn't happen. So I stab my white paint and I got to paint the back of the C again and the jaw and the bottom lip. There. Now I have an outline. Because what happens with your human brain when you have an outline? You don't go outside the lines. And texture is important, right? So now when I'm doing her face, up, down, smooth paint, smooth, right? Not scribbly, oh, like that, no, not pokey. Okay, now that it's outlined, I just get more paint, stab, and I'm just gonna paint the inside of his face, and I'm not worried about painting over the eye and the nose and the mouth because it will show through. At first, you'll think, oh no, I ruined it. As soon as the white dries, it'll come back. So I just go, oh, bye. Oh, don't worry. And I'm just paint the face. Oh, it got dry very fast. I can tell when it gets all scratchy. Wait. Oh, still dry in his cheek. I'm using the light to look for my dry parts. Cheek, nose. My outline's good because I usually do that good. Okay. Face wet. Okay, now I get gray. But, oh, I want to tell you though. Okay, so it's actually this shadow under my eye that women put makeup on, right? So the shadow under a horse's eye, so you just kind of make a comma under his eye, and then there's a straight line, but it doesn't touch the top of her nose, but it just kind of goes down. This bump on the nose right here, this bone is down there. And then a part on her jaw and her lip. Okay, so I go, okay, let me poke my gray. So I just go and poke. Okay, got it. And I'm gonna go, where's it go? Okay, I'm gonna do it gently, because soft, I don't like that, softly. I go, kind of like I'm drawing a smile under her eye. Hello. Right, look what I did. I just went under her eye. right? And then straight down along her noses. And then I put it along her jawline. So this little curve right here, giant on a horse, because they eat hay. I don't know how they're that strong. But just go and then down to her lip. See, it's less paint because it won't be as dark. We just drop it off like a boogie and then blend. But look what's in my paintbrush right now. The most perfect color to do the ear. What? Oh, let's attach the neck to the back of her ear. Right now my paintbrush is the perfect color of gray. Let me, and I'll just attach it back and forth into the neck right here. Everybody pause and look up. Look what I'm doing. I'm going to whoop. Okay. Oh, okay. And I'm just attaching it to the back of her neck, up the back of her ear. Oh, it's the same color. I know. Like I planned it. It was in your paintbrush. You had just the right amount of gray. And then you just attach it to her neck because it's the same color right there. Did you do her ear, Lauren? Don't paint your face. Did you do her ear? With a little bit of gray left on your paintbrush. Up, down, and pull it, attach it to her neck there. Okay, now let's do under her eye. So this is exactly like the muscle, right? First we make the color and then we soften it next to and next to, all right? So I have to change her color into soft gray. So one paintbrush big, I don't scribble it all big, and I go under her eye, back and forth, like it's a, oh, looks like a spoon. Sweep. Down, right down. And look, I made a baby gray now that's in my paintbrush. I just crush it into the wet paint and it makes baby gray around, but it's one stripe still and it looks bad. And we go under the eye like a little comma, a little smile under the eye shape like that. Yep, okay. Now, that's, we don't need to touch the middle of that anymore. It's nice and shadowy, but I do not like the bottom of it. It looks like a flag. It looks like a stripe. So with the baby gray that I made in my paintbrush, I'm going to go underneath it and try to make it soft. I'm touching the bottom of it, but I'm trying to make it soft. Oh, look at me. Oh, you can't even see my line anymore. I'm making it so soft. You are so jealous, Amirana. Look at, you can't see my line anymore. Look at. I made it so soft. The softest, babiest, and visiblest gray. I didn't touch the top, where it's dark. I'm touching underneath it. And look at, she disappeared. And maybe I could go like this on her nose. Like curve it, like pull that paint down. Oh. But I don't really like the top of it now. It looks all right, but the top looks like a perfectly straight line, which is not good. So I don't have anything in my paintbrush really. Can I do it really, really soft and just soften the top of this line with little tiny fuzzy scribbles? And just tell that line to calm down, line. Calm down. And then she turns into soft. Because the white's still a little bit wet. I still want it white up there, but I just don't like the line. And then, oh, look at what is this supposed to be on her head by her, what? I better tell that to calm down too with the, what is, I don't know. So I just, okay, behind her eye, a little scribble. Okay, there, calm down. Okay. Because I went up like that, and I'm like, it's just sticking there, like, what? Okay, and then the jawline. Who thinks you can already guess how the jawline goes? First, we smash it in and make a new color. Bake and forth and bake and forth and bake and forth. Ooh, it's starting to dry. I better really scrub hard. And then I try to soften the top of it. Calm down, top of the color. Calm down, the end. Oh, I didn't get any on her whip. I need to look at her lip is pure white on mine. Get down there. Push some gray down there. I'm not going to get any gray from my cup because it would be the darkest gray ever. There. Push some down near her lip. All right. Okay. Whew. Almost didn't catch it. So do you have, okay, check for 3D. Do you have dark areas of gray, medium areas of gray, and then invisible, misty edges? Brandon, you need to soften your edges. Brandon, look, go and visit them. Look at me. And I went above it and below it, above it and below it. I don't just let a line look, yeah, scribble, make fuzz, make mystery invisible, like, looks like it's so soft. Look, Brandon. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Just paint the side of the stripe. Yep, and go lower. Now go lower and go lower, and you start running out of gray and go lower, and it turns into mist. Exactly. Now do that to all your stripes. Tell your stripes to go, oh, let me touch it and pick up the gray, and then go higher, 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 turn into mist. Nice. Okay, now we get to make turk. Oh, look at, I did it again. I said, watch out for milk. And I bet it's all dry already. Oh, it's already dry. I did not touch the bottom of my painting. I was protecting the easel. Bad habit. Bad. Okay, now I have a shadow. A question.
A little bit.
I'm sorry?
I think one of the students is putting water.
Oh yeah, no water. You know why we don't use water? Because water is a solvent, which means it will erase. Not just thin out your paint, but erase your paint. So if I get water in my paint and my paintbrush goes squish, a drip of paint will run down my painting and take all the painting off. And you use a paper towel and it will just be gone. And you can't put it back on. You washed it. And it won't attach anymore. Okay, so we don't use water. We don't ever need water. These are already liquidy enough. Okay, and we don't need to wash your paintbrushes because we're going.
Your paintbrush with the paper towels that you have, if you already put water, try to get all the water out of the.
Yeah, dry your paintbrush. Okay, and then we're using the color wheel. Here's turquoise right here, right? But who else do we have? We have blue, and we have purple, and we have magenta. So these are called a color family because they're all right next to each other. And then the only way to make them dark, medium, light is using white. Because we'll make dark blue. That's awesome. But we'll also make baby blue. We'll have dark purple, but we'll also have lavender. But what if I scrub the white into my purple completely? Now I don't have any purple. I just have lavender. Right? When I have the magenta. And that's gorgeous. But otherwise, I just have pink, right? So we're going to try to make stripes. So now I have this paintbrush. I don't have to clean or nothing. We're going to make this, word escaped me. Make the unicorn. And we're going to make our turquoise paint. So that's this one right here. Awesome mixing time. And this is a blue-green. Blue and green and white make turquoise. But not all blues and greens mixed together make turquoise. Sometimes you go, what color is that supposed to be? Because I have one called emerald green. And I tried to mix it with blue and I was like, that's not, no. So it depends. So let's pop it open and stir it. I like to start off with small swirls because if I get excited, I have pushed the paint right out of the cup so start with small swirls and just watch the color that happens. Okay. Because I want all this paint, so I'm not going to wipe it off with a paper towel off my paintbrush. I'll just scrape it off like this, scrape so I can save it. Okay, then after it changes and I'm actually touching the bottom of the cup, now I got to get what's on the sides. Look at all the color on the sides. So this is when I made paints fall out. Because I'm weird. Now I have to scratch the edges. Scratch so I can push it into the middle. Oh, this is when I made the mistake. So I'm trying to warn you. Okay, scratch the sides. Okay, there. Now I stir again. Okay. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, look at the side of mine. That means there's still white down there. I'm going to go get it. Nice. Okay. All right, no white's hiding from me. Okay, swirl. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. But look, that's a lot of paint. So I'm just going to scratch some of it off on the side of the cup. I still like this much, but that is a huge blob I'm afraid it's going to fall there. That's better. My big glob fell inside my cup. Okay, you guys ready? Who likes the color it turned out? So turquoise is green, blue, and white, but I used a green-blue paint to try to skip a step, right? So you guys ready? Remember, how do we outline with paint? Let's review. Paint's on my paintbrush, and then when I press on the painting, my paintbrush opens, whoop, right? But then I sneak down like this, maybe this one. Sneak down. Oh, touch the unicorn, and then I let one hair touch no scribblies, no wigglies. This is thick paint like peanut butter frosting. You don't need to scribble. That's for crayons, right? So let's do it. Oh, and we don't have to worry about these spikes. That's fake. We put the hair on with our little flicks of a paintbrush. Okay, so here I go. Who wants to watch? Everybody pause and look up. So I go smash. Okay, I'm not even touching my horse yet. And I'm going to sneak down. Okay, touch it. Now I'm staring at that one hair. I try not to look in the camera and do this because it's actually backwards. Now look at the one hair touching my horse. And then as soon as it gets dry, I just get more paint. Pook! No scribblies. To get more paint out, you'll have a furry nose very quickly. So let's go smash and then sneak up. You can't even see what I'm going to hold it. Oh, wait. Wait, whoa. I'm just letting one hair touch. Okay, there. It's totally doable. So I go like this. I go smash. Watch me, Candace. I smash and I open my paintbrush like a fan, and then I sneak up and I let one hair. It's outlining like you did in kindergarten. Smash, sneak up. Don't be scared. As soon as we have a perfect line of the outline of the unicorn, it is so easy to paint after that. It's the outline that matters, so it's nice and smooth. Uh-oh, I gotta go. I need more paint. Poke. The thicker the paint, the smoother it is. Watch me, Candace. Now I'm gonna go under. So I have to go smash. I'm in the background. Huh? Yes, paint over the hair. It's fake. It's not real. That's confusing, I know. I should have been more clear about that. But now I sneak up. What one hair is touching? I'll show you, Candace. This will put you at ease. Okay, so those lines, these scribbly lines are not real for the hair. Because when do we actually, look at me, Candace, when do I actually make the hair? Pushing backwards on the paint, right? So those zigzags can't possibly be real. So we're going to cut all the zigzags off. That was just so it's a drawing, so you thought it was pretty. That's all. Okay. Okay, now I have to go. Oh, the horn. So have to be careful. Okay, I'm gonna go slow. I have to sneak. I'm gonna try to be a straight line. So I'm just gonna pull my paint. Pull. That one was my best one. That was very smooth for me. That was pretty good right there. And I'm holding on to the metal because I want to be close and have good control. Because if I wrote my letters like this, they would bounce around. So I hold it by the metal so I can have good control. Okay, let me try the other side. And look at me. Watch me. I'm gonna go right over the hair, and I don't care. And then next to his ear. Okay, I didn't need to go that far down because all that's going to be hair. But whatever. But then this is, everybody pause and look up. Everybody pause. This is how we do the hair. Fake scribble. Bye. So everything above that is now turquoise because it's not real. I just did a drawing for you. But now all of this, everything above this is going to be turquoise, right? We're going to make our own hair with our awesome paint flicking. Oh, I forgot about her neck. I thought I was done. Okay, now I have to sneak. Woo. Did she do good? It's very hard to go slow and get one hair to go and drive your car and make it smooth. Yep. Nailed it. You did good. Now under her neck. Don't forget her neck. Her neck is jealous. Okay, and this is nice thick paint. Do you see what a good deep color she is? Right? So now I can, and my unicorn is safe. I really have to be acting like a crazy person to actually bump into her face at all. So it doesn't matter how you paint the background, up, down, side to side. We're actually going to do it kind of 2 times because with paint, you put it on wherever you don't put it on thick enough, it shows through. You can see the canvas and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so irritating. That's okay, because we're just going to go back over it real quick a little second time and just smooth it. Right? So I just get my turquoise and I get a huge, gigantic scoop, like peanut butter or frosting or something. And then I just crush, and I think I use the side of my paintbrush more than the tip of my paintbrush, and I smear it around. And then, whoa, I touched the line. Oh, and look at my line. It's drier. She's darker than the new paint. How come? Because dried paint is darker. So don't think they don't match. They do. The outline will be more dry, so don't freak out. The first time it happened to me, I was like, what? But that's what paint does. Scribbly, 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 scribbly. I'm using the side of my paintbrush because it just feels like it's more, but it has more pressure, you know. Push it around. Push it over there and push it over there. I just painted my hand. Whoops. Okay. Okay, I already have places that I missed. And I'm not going to worry about it when I do my first coat. Second coat is way smoother. I just want to get rid of all the white in the background first. Second coat is all the magic. When I go back over and repaint it the second time, I worry about texture and smoothness and no white parts showing through. White. Look how dark my outline is. Freaks me out. Okay. But I know it's true because it is true. Oh, and I know that because of experience, not because someone told you, right? So which one's more valuable, experience or become someone told you? Experience, you really know it. Oh, I know that from experience. That really happened to me. So whatever you say, I know, right? Like, who do I call when I want to ask about cooking? My Aunt Carol. Why? Because she has way more experience than me. So I want her experience because I don't have the experience. Look how much I have left. What? Remember, what does my mane look like? Bye. Bye, don't look at you. I'm not actually touching my horse, though. I left a little space for, you know, where her hair might start. And then I need more paint. Stop! My Aunt Carol goes on the Pinterest constantly to get recipes. And then she sends them to me. Ooh, look at my edge is pure white. I might get that too. What? Get away. There. Ooh, this side too. I didn't notice. Get out of here. There. Stab. More paint. La, la, la. Who likes it better when there's more paint on your paintbrush or less? When there's a lot of paint on your paintbrush, it's so smooth and it goes on nice. When there's not enough paint, it's like glob, glob, glob. You're scrubbing really hard. It's dry. It has an icky texture. Hey, I'm done with my first coat. Who beat me? You did? I was trying to go fast. Okay, now I can do my second layer. But I'm going to go hunting. And you can see mine. Everybody pause and look up. I just thought I did a really good job that time. But there's tons of white pieces peeking through. What the heck? And they look shiny. So I think that it's shiny. No, that is white stuff peeking through. I got to paint it again. Okay. But the second time is so much easier. You're going hunting. And you're just like, oh, okay. All right. I'm just going to go looking. That thing. And this little piece and that piece. I don't have to paint the whole thing. I'm just trying to paint where I can see that it's, and I could use this time to smooth my paint. I was a little bit ratty when I was doing it and didn't have excellent texture, so I'm just smoothing the texture. Oh, there's another spot. Found it. Another one. Under her neck. I was putting on thin there, I think. Okay, there. Okay. Ooh, by her face. Whoa, okay. Oh, and I'm moving it around for the light because I think it looks good, and then I turn the light and like, no, jeez Louise, what the heck? Ooh, hairs. I got hairs on mine. Gross. Brand new paintbrush. Hairs. It's actually good luck when you get a hair in a painting because a real person made it instead of like, it wasn't printed from a computer. So you have a little texture and it's unique just to you. Did you go hunting? Did you find the second layer just touchy? You're just going, oh, there's a white spot. Get it. Go hunt, get that part. Get it. Good job. Yeah. Okay, and then we can clean this paintbrush. We can use this paintbrush again, but there's way too much turquoise in here. So we just get a paper towel and we fold it over. And I'm just going to try to squeeze the extra paint out of it. Ugh. Look at how much paint was hiding. I know. Maybe just one more time. One more squeeze. Okay. Look at there. Did that turn to powder? No, one more time. Oh, I could feel it breaking. I killed it. I popped its head off. I killed it. I gotta put it back together though. Here. Okay, now I put it back together. You can't really glue metal and plastic together, so they do come apart. It doesn't matter. It's not precious. Okay, clean. Look how much, look, it won't even paint anymore. That's how what a good job you did. It's like dry. Okay, now we get to make our eyes and our nose and our mouth, right? So we need itty bitty teeny, oh, put the lid on gray. We're all done with gray. We can save this for painting something else. And we're done with turquoise. You could use turquoise for painting rocks. Lauren, don't paint yourself anymore, please. Mom's not going to like it. No, thank you. She's the one that has to wash you in the bath. She's like, Lauren, what'd you do? Oh my goodness. Like that. I know. See, you know that look, you know. Okay, so now, oh, this is tricky because I have to keep my hands off my painting. So you're going to want to go smash with your arm and balance with your arm. You're just going to get, no, you're just going to ruin your painting. So you have to like float your hand. It's very bizarre. And her eye and her nose and mouth and ear is Blick, right? So let's do the ear first because it's the easiest. Can you find Blick? She's little. We just need a little bit of Blick. And then you could just, this teeny tiny, switch the teeny tiny paintbrush, Luke. Luke, can you find your itty bitty blue one? Yep, that's black. No, that's blue. Look. Can you see? This one's black and that's blue. They're both very dark. Can you find the black?
I didn't get a blue brush. Can I use a big long one? Can I use this?
Oh, yeah, You didn't get a blue brush? It might be in your napkins. Or because I drop them into the bag and sometimes the napkin grabs it.
Okay.
And I have found one in here too where it got stuck in here. I don't know. The blue ones hide. Okay, so I'm going to get the black and I just go poke and you can stab the black because this is tiny and she can't pick up very much black even if you wanted her to. So you just go stab. Okay. But how do we outline with paint? We go smash and then let one hair touch the Sharpie, right? So that means we're going to land inside her ear and sneak up. But look how tiny this paintbrush is. It's not very much paint. So you're going to run out of paint and have to get more paint. That's the only icky part. Okay, so I go like this. Watch me. Okay, you ready? So I go like this. Okay, here I go. I'm just going to land right in the middle part. Smash. And look at my paintbrush open. Now I can sneak up. Sneak, 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 sneak. Oh, I touched the Sharpie. Now I can push down. Okay, now I'm going to land in the middle again, smash, and push to the other side. Push, push, push. Okay, there, did it. Okay, and then I'm above it, smash, push down. Oh, it's not moving anymore. It's not slip anymore, Blake. It's not slippery. Okay. Smash, snake down, down, pushing, pushing. Oh, there, I touched it. Okay, now I can go across. Once I have a good outline, scribble, scribble, fill it in. Uh-oh, how am I going to get this pointy tip top? What if I just go up? Up, up. Okay, that seems right. I'm just going to paint up. Up is pointier than pulling down. Up, up, up. Okay. Oh, my side of my ear is waggly. I got to set it down. Mine has a wiggle in it. You know why? Because humans can't do straight lines because we have human brains. It's your parents' fault because they're human. So let me try again. See, and when I draw a straight line, I stick my tongue out. Anyone do that? Like that? I do. Okay, I did it. Okay. And we do the good outline. Then once you have a good outline, how easy is it to fill in? Okay, eyeball. Right? And this is my trick. We paint the eyeball, and before you wipe off your paintbrush, you'll have just the right amount of paint to make this little half a rainbow nose for a little nostril. Okay? So I'm going to stab my paint for my eyeball. Stab! I might have to do 2 stabs. I don't know. Okay? And then what? It has a flat top. My eye has a flat top and like a U hanging down from it, right? So watch me. Everybody watch. Everybody pause. So I'm going to land in the middle of her eyeball. Smash. Okay. Oh, you can't even see. My hand's in the way. And then I go up. Okay, there. And then push. Okay, there. I did that line. Now I land in the middle again. Smash. And then do the U. Okay. But I touched my painting because I rested my hand, just like I told you not to. I don't know. Very frustrating. I wish we could do a purple eye or a blue eye, but these colors are made with gel, so they're see-through, and it's highly annoying. So I just, black is more like if you saw her with black eyes, she would glow them gold when you came close, like a real story. Okay, oh, don't clean your paintbrush, because what do you have in your paintbrush right now? The perfect amount of black to draw this nostril, and it's just like a comma or a parentheses or half a rainbow. Okay. Because when you get paint, it's a huge blob. But since we got most of the black paint off, it's just the right amount. And we just go dash. That's it. It's a rainbow or a comma. There it is. And then how do you do the smile, though? Tricky, tricky. I'm going to show you. Right? See? It's actually longer than the line that I put, but I know that. But I wanted to, I actually push uphill like this. I touch the front of her lips. Everybody pause and look up. I touch and push up and let go. And that's how it's pointy. But I cannot land and pull down. Let me show you why on a paper plate. So I get my black and I hold my paintbrush upside down and I land on her lips and pull. Oh, nice. Now watch me ruin it. Everybody pause and look up. I'm going to fix it. Smash. The thick part is you open your paintbrush and pull down. Now it's thick. So how do I get it thin? I touch her lips and do it in one swipe. So the thickest part when I land is right there at the front of her lips. Okay, let me show you for real. So I get the black. Okay, here I go. You want to watch me do it? Watch me, Lauren. So I'm going to go like this with my teeny tiny blue one. I touch her lips and then push up. And it's parallel to her jaw. Whoop. And I let go that last second, and that's why it's pointy. But I do not scribble to fix it because it just gets whiter and whiter and darker and darker. Oh, because it's pink. Paper towel. Now I can clean my, I'm going to clean my paintbrush. You ready? Clean your paintbrush, pinch. And I'm just going to keep cleaning it. Look how much paint came off. I'm going to keep cleaning it until it turns to powder black. Pinch, because we're going to use this paintbrush for our horn, but I don't want black in it. So I just go pinch, turn, pinch, turn. I'm trying not to break my pencil and be like it's bad. As I pinch, and then pinch. I'm trying to wait till it runs out. Another spot, pinch. Oh, it's turning to powder now. Pinch. There. Now it's invisible. Okay, I just had to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times to get it to turn to powder. Dang. I don't care. It's just little pinches. And I don't scribble it back and forth. I just pinch and pull and pinch and pull and pinch and pull and pinch and pull like a bunch of times. Okay? Because now we're going to do our horn. Okay? So how do we outline it from the inside? We stab our, and you're going to have to stop and get paint a lot. And who's very dangerous is trying to smear? The eye. Do not touch the eye. Oh, disgusting. Okay, so I stab the white stab, and she can only hold so much. You can't make her hold a lot, so you'll have to stop and get more paint. But what do? Oh yeah, I'm trying to, remember when we did the ear? Wasn't painting up easier when we did the ear? Natalia, do you have any white paint left? Do you have it? Do you have a lot? I thought I saw you scraping. Does your mom have any white paint? Because we need white paint for the hair. Do you have any little extra craft paint in the house? White paint? That would be helpful. Okay, now I'm going to go like this with my white paint. And I got a lot. But I land in the horn, smash, and sneak up. And I'm going to push up, up. And the horn is in front of the sky. So if I touch the sky, it doesn't matter because horn's in front. Okay, there. Now I gotta do the other side. Step. And why am I pushing up? It's pointier. If I push down like the mouth, it gets really wide. So I'm gonna push up. Okay. There, and do the bottom. A little bit of black came out. Shadow. And then how easy it is to fill in. Once you have a good outline, whoop, 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 whoop. I don't like my pencil showing. I'm going to cover it up. Somehow my pencil's still showing. Goodbye, pencil. I want the pencil on our forehead. I'm going to paint over it. There. Okay, and then we need to put these little lines. Look. It represents the twisty kind of horn. You guys seen that like in magical stories where they're twisty? Well, a twisty horn, right? Not really, but the idea of it would be a letter backwards C, but they each get smaller, and they're a finger apart, a fingerprint apart, right? So where's my gray? get my gray.
Natalia, you have a question?
Oh, go ahead, ask a question.
Can I use the paint out the lid like when I opened it? Because it's still like white.
Yes, yes. But do you have any more in the house? Just hoping. Does Mom have a little container of white paint for crafts? Is there someone there you can ask who knows where Mom hides her crafts stuff? I don't know. Because we need white paint. What do we need white paint in the hair for? To try to make white pieces and make baby pink and baby purple and baby blue. We need a little bit of white. Okay, now I'm going to get my gray and I just go poke. And I don't need a lot. I just get a little, just a poke, just on the end. And I'm going to make little letter backward C's. But watch me. It's the exact size of my horn. So I kind of fall down. Like, I don't, no, it's more like a letter B. Look, I just go, I touch the top like you're tracing when you were little. Letter B. The bump on the B, right? And I go from the top to the bottom, like the top of the horn is the top line that you're supposed, you know, when you draw the letter B bump and you have to stay in those two lines. And we just go, oh yeah. I go from the top letter B, top letter. It just doesn't have any lines. It's just the bump like that. And they don't touch. They're not friends. They're like a fingerprint apart. And then they get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until you get to the end like that. They're teensy. Did you make little C's? Is anyone making a present? Is this a present for anybody? Are you thinking of the person? You could put magical love in it, and then when you give it to them, they receive the love. That's always nice. Good job. See how they kind of bend like letter C's? They're not straight. Bended. Good job. Who's ready to make hair? Okay, so this is the trick about the hair, okay? So it does not go straight up, okay? That's usually an accident. Look at me go straight up. Like she has spikes on her hair. No. Her hair is supposed to be being combed that way. So if I draw a piece of hair, I have to go swipe, push, swipe, push, because I'm going to go over the ear. Like that. Like that. Like that. Okay? So let's do the bangs first. So I'm going to get my my big paintbrush so I can drop off some colors. And then what color goes in my hair? Well, I could put my lid on my gray. Bye, gray. Get out of here. And then I get my black. I could put my lid on my black. And who do I need? I need pink. She's going to make the prettiest pink. And then purple is actual second color. Because who's my darkest? When it dries. Purple actually looks dark now. But when she dries, she's not that. But the blue one turns out to be the... And I have made, by accident, all blue. Blue is so aggressive that if you use too much blue, the whole thing turns blue. We just want a tiny bit of blue, okay? So I'm going to open these. Open. Oh, and white. I need white, of course. You guys ready? Big paintbrush. And we're just going to drop off boogers of paint, okay? We're just going to put little stacked colors like this. A glob of white. A glob of magenta. A glob of purple, and a teeny tiny bit of blue. And then we get our, we'll do that with our big paintbrush. Then I get this paintbrush, and I use the side of it, not the tip. It's too tiny. It will take all day. So I use the side of it so it's bigger. And I just go, and I push it behind her ear. And I make stripes out of it. How many times do you want to touch the colors? As little as possible, like 1 time. What happens if you go like this? What color are you going to get? Purple. If you mix magenta, blue, and purple, it's just purple. So what are we trying to get? Look at mine. Sometimes I get strings of magenta. Sometimes perfect pieces of purple. Sometimes look at those pieces of white. Those are shimmer shine diamonds. I am not touching it again if I'm lucky enough to get white. Okay? So where's my big paintbrush? So I'm going to get my white and I'm going to scoop it. Not a lot. I'm just going to get a little pearl on the end. Okay, so Lauren, watch me. Clean your paintbrush. We're doing something else now. We're going to make hair. Okay, so I'm going to get a scoop of white. Like a little pearl. Did you see me? I got a little pearl on the end. It's so pretty. We're gonna be very careful and drop it off near her forehead. So, okay, it's like a blob from her ear to her horn. Oh, okay, there. It's like, look how thick it is. I don't care. I don't care. Because we're gonna flick this. We're gonna make texture. So I'm not actually painting. Lauren, I'm not painting the hair yet. I made one, look at Lauren. I put one piece of hair that I'm going to flick in a minute. Okay, now I'm going to get magenta. Scoop. What the heck? Is my magenta all dry?
Where's my brother?
What?
He wants to panic.
What? Do you have white? Okay, now I'm going to put white and a white. The magenta touches the top of the white. They're not scared of each other. Woo! It's like a blob. I don't even care. But I'm not mixing them. I'm dropping them off. And then I can get purple. And I just go, okay, between the ear and the horn. And then how much blue? Remember I told you about blue? She has a lot of color powder in her mix, so she's very aggressive. So I'm just going to ton a bit of blue. Okay, let's see how much tiny I can get.
Is tiny colors? Can I do the one for the...
And then a little teensy bit of blue. Oh, nothing happened. That was bad. Let's do it again. Little bit of blue. There. So you guys ready to make your first hair?
It already has thing. This is just plastic.
Natalia, your microphone's on. Yeah, just click. Okay, well, everybody pause and look up. You guys ready? So I'm going to use the side of my paintbrush like this. Flat. Not the tip. I'm not going like this. It's too little. So I use the side of it and I go, woo, woo. So it's bigger, okay? And I'm going to comb one hair at a time over her ear. Everybody pause and look up. Don't look away because I only have one painting. Ariel, look. Okay, they're not going to look. Okay, so watch me. I'm going to go like this. Everybody pause and look up. Okay, I put my goobers of paint. Now I'm going to push. So I'm going to touch the white first, right? White. And then I go right through the magenta and through the purple. And then I go over her ear, flick. Look at the colors it made. Don't touch it again. Go the one next to that. The one next to that. And then I grab the white and push it. Grab the white and flick. And flick. Oh, woo! Up. Look at. But which way are they bending? I touch her forehead and push it back over her ear. But you do a bunch of times, do not scribble. It'll just be purple. So I grab the goober of white from the bottom and push it backwards and it hits every one of the colors and goes flick. And at the last second, you let go. Now you do it, Celeste. Don't be scared. Is that your smallest paintbrush? Push up. And you just go grab the white and push up, flick, and just watch it happen. Just see just watch. Just see. You do it, Celeste. Flick. Ooh. And only touch one spot at a time. And see what color, and then do another spot. And then see a color and do another spot. Just watch what happens. Flick. Ooh, pretty. Oh, not too much mixes, right? You got little stripes of color. Excellent. Who thinks they need more paint next time? Did you have enough paint to do it? Or is there not enough paint? Do you want to put more paint? So it's white, magenta, purple, blue? More this time? Okay. I don't have to do that, so I'm going to pause and wait for you. Who got dark, medium, light? Do you have dark pieces, medium pieces, and light pieces? Look at mine. Look at mine, Celeste. I put some all the way touching, all the way back, and I keep pushing it behind her, trying to, like I'm pointing at her ear. Now you do it. Fill it all in it's so much I could grab her hair. Who's turning one color? Oh, Luke's already done. Boom! Is yours turning one color? You're touching it too much. What if yours is one color? Could you add little strings of white? Could you add a little magenta whoosh and see what happens? Yes. It's an experiment. You are experimenting with color. Wait, but you want to make sure, do you have dark pieces of color? Medium pieces of color? Little strings of white? All three are excellent. Good job. So Celeste, just don't be afraid with how much paint you use. We just throw it, go flick anyway. So just put blob, 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 blob. Now you go. Oh, but I want to show you how to make this front tuft. Her bangs. I never put it in her eye. For one thing, it will poke her eye and she'll cry. But it's like all attached to the front of her horn and comes out. So, all right. Well, let me get my dirty little paintbrush. Look it's full of paint. I can clean it off. Give it a pinch. And I get a little scoop of white. But I don't need as much now because this little piece is so tiny, right? So where does it go? It goes in like this little V area. Everybody pause and look up just so you can see. Emma, look. So I just go, okay, goober of paint right there, right? And then I could get magenta. And then a goober next to that. And then purple. I just poke my purple so I could do purple. And then who goes teeny tiny? Blue. That's all. A little bit of blue. A little bit. Because I worry. Okay, watch me. Now which way does her hair go? Now I'm going to comb it down. So I'm going to go, and I have to touch the white. I grab the white, and she helps me make all the colors. So I touch the white and go whoosh, 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 whoosh. Oh, that came out so much lighter than this back hair. Oh, I could put some in front of the horn. Look. Oh, some of the hair. The hair is in front of the horn. Hello. Wee. I put some in front of the horn too. Looks like grass. Looks like a party hat. That's what it looks like to me. A party hat. I think I put too much white. See how much more white it is to my other hair? But I don't care. Look. I put some in front. Look. Some of the hair can touch the horn a little bit. So the base of the horn isn't lonely. Just a few little flicks. Flick. Little bit. Celeste, is it confusing to you? You seem frozen. Is it confusing? Let me show you. Let me do it on a plate. Where'd Celeste go? You just need more paint? You just need more paint? so it will flick better. Use more scoops of paint so they will push. Is that what you need? Okay, do it again. But how do we learn on this planet? Did you know that? No. So after you realize my paint's not moving, just use more. And so you're smooshing the globs. Who made purple everywhere? So many touches and touches. And Natalia has a question. You can ask me.
Are we gonna have paint night today, or is it tomorrow?
This is paint night right now. We're painting. And then if you don't have any white paint to make the rest of her mane, then you can watch, you can just put lids on all your paints, wash out your paintbrushes, and I'm going to upload the YouTube video, and you can get yourself more white paint and finish the mane, fast forward, you know, to this part, and then finish the mane. You don't have to do it all in one day. That's not a law. Okay, now who now that you played with the hair in the front, nice job. Luke, what about the bangs? Yours don't have no bangs. You got bangs on your forehead. How come your horse don't have no bangs? What? He wants some Luke bangs. But they kind of jump out like little half a rainbows. Woo. Okay, now what about the back? How's it gonna go? So I'm gonna do like 4 fingers big at a time. Watch me. I get a scoop of white. I just want to see, Briley, watch, Celia, look. Okay, so I'm going to go behind her ear a little bit. Okay, I'm not trying to get it on her body. So I'm above her body. I drop off a giant booger of white paint. What? Look at my booger of white. Can you see how thick I made it? It is a lump. It is a lump. It is a lump of what, because I'm going to play with it. And I'm just dropping it off. And then I get some magenta. Cube. Okay, and I drop it off above. Hey, come back here, magenta. Okay, there. And then with my dirty little paintbrush, I get purple, and then okay. You can only do little sections at a time. How come? Your paint will dry, and then it'll be all dry, right? And then blue. How much blue? A little bit. Who's gotten an all blue moment, right? Because blue's so dark with her aggressiveness. So now I put blue. Okay, now here I go. Who wants to see me do it? Okay, I'm gonna use the side of my paintbrush. I'm gonna touch the white because I'm pushing the white right through the other colors. Hey, I think I used too much white. Oh, I gotta attach where the ear was, right? And then mine's too white. I used too much white paint. I don't care. Every time I make it, it's different. Today, I guess I want it to be... Okay. Ooh, look at the stripes I got. Should I touch that some more? No. What would happen if I touched this cool moment right there? I would totally have just baby purple. It'd be so boring. So boring. So I'm using the side of my paintbrush, and I just go, fricky. And I'm pushing it. Ooh! And I get good the texture and the motion is interesting. I wish I put more color now. That was a lot of white. Okay, so I get white. I'm going to do another section. Swoosh. It's about 4 fingers long. And then I get magenta. I'm definitely using more magenta because I'm jealous of watching your guys' paints with the pretty colors. So I'm going to put magenta because I'm jealous. And then I get purple. Purple touching that. And then how much blue? A little bit of blue. Because she's a bossy. Just some. Unless you love blue and then you go for it. Okay. So now, I have to start coming back. Okay. So I touch the white and I fling it through the colors. Oh. Push. Oh, that one's good. Ooh. Look at, I used more magenta. Are you jealous of me right now? Look at, I have a dark purple one. I bet you don't have a dark purple one. Should I go back and brighten it? No. How many color values do I need for 3D? 3, dark, medium, light. Who's beating me right now? Who likes making the colors and the textures? And then the colors just appear. Do we scribble though? No, scribbling just makes one color. We actually like the different colors. And don't forget, everybody look, attach what you did to the ears. You know the ears, how, can you just put some underneath here so they feel like they're attached? I see some that start and stop. If the behind, they should overlap a little bit. So there's a little world above the ear. They got a little something, something too. So you're gonna have to put on purpose, put some paint there and make some more hairs behind the ear. Okay, I'm gonna get some white. Scoop, and I'm gonna do another section. Watch me, Candace, you jealous? You have to go all the way down. I'm gonna get the white. Okay. Now where's my magenta? Okay. All right. Purple. And blue. Do you know why I'm all scared of blue? Because I made it all blue once. I'm just like, calm down the blue. Okay. But now that I'm pointing downhill, they don't stick out anymore. They're kind of falling down towards the corner. Where are they going? They're going down, 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 down. I guess it did get shadowier the farther down, right? Remember, all the sections of hair touch, right? So there's a piece and then a piece, but they overlap. So there isn't a space between your tufts of hair. They touch like this. Candace, look. Here's your piece of hair. Can you make sure that each section of hair touch each other and there's no space between them? They overlap like this. Sometimes it looks like there's a space between your sections of hair. More paint. Who like making the texture? And then the color just appears and it's interesting to look at. You know what that's called? Art. You have a skill, but then you made a decision about how it was going to be by how much paint you used and how fast you flicked and the texture, right? You decided that. Oh, I like it. And you're getting dark pieces, medium pieces, light pieces. Yep. Hey, Luke, do you have any turquoise left? Do you have any turquoise? Yeah? Get just your finger. All your paintbrushes are dirty. So get your finger and paint over that blue blob that's by her face. You know that blue thing that's in front of her face? Just use your finger though, because your finger's clean, and paint over it, and no one will know that happened. Who feels like they love your colors? Was that fun making the hairs? I know. Do you have dark pieces, medium pieces, light pieces? You didn't feel the temptation to keep mixing and mixing and mixing? How about getting your ends pointy? Who figured that out? At first you're like, oh, mine, I can't get mine pointy. Then all of a sudden you do it and you're like, oh, you just let go real fast at the end, like a little flick. And you're like, I got it, I got it, I got it. I know, right? Adorableness. Oh, look at Lupe. Oh, it's like pastel. That looks good. And there's Luke's. I should say Miss Robledo. No, I'm like, is that right? Hooked on phonics did not work for me because it's in English. I took French for 4 years because I was going to go to France and be an artist. That didn't work out. I should have took Spanish like they told me. And I was like, no, I'm going to Paris. Dumb. Good job, you guys. Who likes making the colors? I think don't stop, Celeste, until you have just played. And wait, Celeste, do you remember how I put the colors on? I put the colors on with my big paintbrush so I could go scoop and it'd be a lot. But I decorated with my tiny paintbrush. Does that make sense? I put blobs of paint and then decorated. Look at Emma's. Oh, Emmalyn. Xander, did you finish?
Yes, I did finish. And I also want to say that my sister's laptop died, so that's why she's not currently in the meeting. But
Oh, okay.
mine's finished.
Awesome. Nice. I like the texture, the color, the color values, dark, medium, light. Texture and the shadowing on your neck is superb. Dark, medium, light with no sharp edges. Excellent. Do you know when they do computer graphic animation? You use a stylus, like a paintbrush, and it's exactly the same way. It's very cool. If you ever get to use one of those programs, they're expensive, so I don't know anyone who actually owns that program. But I wish I did. That would be fun, 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 fun. Who else wants to show theirs? I see Sergio's and Selena and Celeste. Celeste is going to work and work and work. You don't stop, Celeste, making your mane until you love it. Okay, just keep decorating. And Luke's came out. Tori, did you show yours? I missed it. I was looking at something. Oh, and look at all the variations of color in her mane and her neck. Nice shadowing. Good job. There's Xander's. Xander, that hair has to be... No, that's Xander's sister. I don't know her name. But that look, is that your personality with all the whew and whew?
Ariel.
Ariel, is that your personality? Big, splashy, boom, like a fireworks. Yeah. Looks like fireworks is probably your personality.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And save your paints. You could paint rocks later, right? The turquoise is good. You could write little love messages and hide them in your neighborhood. Don't throw away good art supplies. Decorate, decorate. Because they won't last very long. These little plastic cups will dry out. Does any teacher want to do a screen grab? I don't know how to do it. No, I don't know how either. Good job, you guys.